Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a collective Bath& Body Works 2025 to 2026 winter semi-annual sale haul. If I'm a little bit like in a rush, everything keeps happening today. Like the alarms go off, my dad goes on this leaf blowing marathon, my neighbor decides it's time for a party on like a Sunday afternoon. But anyways, so normally I would have had maybe like a few videos, like collect the haul number one, haul number two, but I just haven't been finding much. I think this is the first year I have not found a 3-wick 75% off candle. Oddly enough, the fall candles that went down to 75% off, they jumped up in price to $7.99. So I feel like the new CEO or Bath& Body Works as a corporation is trying new tactics where I feel like they are producing less to make customers purchase at the higher price point. Obviously, there's less product, it's going to sell out at a more expensive price. And also, slim pickings is all I have to say, but pay no attention to like this 10 bags here. They're half full or maybe even less. So let's go on to the first purchase that I made. And I only got one little ducky 75%, no, not 75% off, semi-annual sale bag. I was a little bit worried because now in TJX stores, you need to bring your own bag and they don't offer plastic bags, but these are still free, thankfully. But okay, the first purchase that I made, it was at the Bath and Body Works by my workplace. I am going on this like boycott of the store closest to me because I didn't have a good return experience. I don't know, they just gave me a hard time and I ended up being stuck with an unscented candle, but that's besides the point. So this was a very small haul. My subtotal came out to $8.22, state tax of 80 cents. My total came out to $9.02 and everything was 75% off. So the total discount for this shopping trip, sometimes it's a little hard to see that. Total discount $24.63. So if you don't know, I have not been purchasing a lot of the body care, so I didn't have any of these scents. So I decided, hey, let me try them out in the minis. And I liked one so much that I decided to get it in the full size, but it's a mini of cinnamon sugar pretzel cookie. This one, I really like how it smells, but it's just very light on me for some reason. I always spray my clothes. I don't spray directly on my skin. And yeah, that one just disappears right away, but I do enjoy the scent, so I'm just going to overspray the heck out of that. Then we have raspberry holiday pie bar. I also enjoy the scent. I feel like in the soap, the raspberry note almost comes across as this very kind of artificial, like cheap jelly, but I still like it nonetheless. And then we have, let's see, cereal milk soft serve. So this one, I really did enjoy it, and you'll see later on that I got a full size of it if I'm not, just spoiling the haul experience. But I'm very curious if anyone can tell me like the differences between this and the milk from the aromatherapy line. But yeah, I just feel like this one is more nostalgic, I guess. So that was my very tiny haul. And then inside this one little bag, I did a buy online, pick up in store order. Let's see. I think it's actually, you know what? I'll go out of order. It was closed, I believe, last year because of the Eaton fire. So they had a lot of leftover inventory. And I was able to place a buy online, pick up in store order for some car scents. I ended up picking up 2 of these strawberry pound cake air fresheners thing. I've tried the disc before and I refuse to put on the air or the heater in my car. I think, hey, bundle up or lower the window. I'm that type of driver. So I figured since you don't need to use like the AC or anything, this should be okay to test out. The original price was $6.95, but I got these for 75% off. I really wanted to get the ice ginger snap or the strawberry snowflakes, but I'm happy with strawberry pound cake. That's actually one of my favorite scents from Bath and Body Works. So cool, there's that. Let me know if anyone has tried out the air fresheners. Hopefully they work better than the disc. And then last part of that pickup order, hopefully my nozzle works because I think my nozzle should work. I haven't tested out any of these. But then we have the full size of cereal milk soft serve. This was also 75% off. The whole entire milk bar collab went down to that price. except for the soaps. Ugh, they're still holding out. So this one, the fragrance notes are there no fragrance notes? Yeah, soft serve ice cream, golden cornflakes, and frosted sugar. I feel like that's very accurate, and this does not turn my stomach. I found that some like bread, milk fragrances, I feel like they kind of turn my stomach, especially in the morning when I haven't eaten. But this one is a-okay, and I feel like I can mix this with a lot of other perfumes that I have, especially citrus ones. I have this one that smells kind of like lemon heads and stuff, and I feel like I enjoy the combo of like that plus a little bit of a milk cream aspect to it. And I think that's, oh no, there's one more item in here. Oh, yeah, I found this travel size perfume. I wasn't interested in full size perfumes, but we have one pink obsessed. I really enjoy this one. And I figured if my aunt asked to borrow or to have any travel size perfumes, because she always tends to forget to spray herself before she goes out, I can let her have one of these. Plus, I have that in a full size fine fragrance mist. So if I ever want to go out and I want it to last a little bit longer than the fine fragrance mist, I'll be set with that. All right, next bag. I think I have a big receipt in here. No, moderately sized receipt. So it looks like everything was 75% off. This one was maybe about 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. I believe this was the store that was maybe 20 minutes from my workplace. I commute over an hour to get there, and sometimes, depending on traffic, like 2 hours to get back. So I passed by quite a few Bath and Body Works locations. Let's see, my subtotal came out to $26.88 with tax of $2.76. My total came out to $29.64, and my total discount was $80.52. Awesome. All right, so, oh, they're still kind of wrapped in the little bag. But let's go on to the first item that I wanted to buy because I heard that they were discontinuing the hair care products. But then again, I also heard they were discontinuing laundry care, and they came out with Covered in Roses and the laundry care, and I think strawberry pound cake. So I don't know anymore. But that is Winter Candy Apple in the dry shampoo. Yes, in dry shampoo. The retail price of this is $14.95. Let's see, fragrance notes, red apples, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. So winter candy apple, quintessential Christmas fragrance. It always comes back year after year. And I do have a champagne toast dry shampoo. I was thinking about doing a review, but I don't know, they're discontinuing this stuff. So what I think about these or the dry shampoo products from Bath and Body Works is that it works more as a hair deodorizer, but it does not cut down on grease. I feel like you would have to use a separate product if that's the main thing you're going for. Me, if my hair is ever greasy, I tend to slick it back in a ponytail, but I'm more worried about the odor, like someone hovering over my head because I'm 5'2", so everyone is over my head basically. So I want something to cut back on like that hair odor before I shower. So I just, slick it up in a bun and it just has that sleek look. So I'm excited to try out that. All right, and then the next item that I found, again, I didn't want a full-size perfume, and kind of low-key, I didn't see any full-size perfumes for 75% off. That is a toast to you. Where is it? Right there, the cursive. You can kind of see it. So this one, I really like it how it smells in the candle format. I believe it is slightly different, but I think there's an orange blossom note in there. This one's safety sealed, so maybe I'll include that as a little gift or again for my aunt. Then we go on to an item that I got for my sister, and I really like it that this is more of a summery scent. I don't know why it was included for 75% off, but it was, and that is the Shrinkflated Peach Bellini Hand Sanitizer Spray. This used to be a 3 fluid ounce bottle, so the price is $3.95. Let's see. Yep, 72% alcohol. I believe when the whole pandemic thing happened, they said that your hand sanitizer or your alcohol percentage in order to be disinfectant had to be, I think, over 70% or like at least 70%. So yeah, this one, my sister really likes it. We have maybe like 4 hand sanitizer sprays that are well expired by this point. I think we just overbought back in the day. So I think what I'm going to do is use it on my citrus plant because right now I have an aphid infestation. And I know you're not supposed to put like fragrance oils on it, but what I tend to do is I just spray it to, kill the soft bodied bug. And then I rinse it off maybe after 5 to 10 minutes. So there's that. And then we got a lot of wallflowers. So some of these might be duplicates. This one was kind of pricey, even though it was 75% off. I believe it was like $224. But for some reason, my sister and I liked the scent. So we have Maleficent from the Disney collab. I think I'm going to briefly show you the fragrance notes: Sinister Plum, Midnight Berries, Mystical Woods. So this one, if I don't like it, it's going to the bathroom. Then we have Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie, Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie. Wait, is that all that it says? No, Toasted Pretzel, Cinnamon Dusting, Sugared Vanilla. There's that. Hopefully it's a little bit stronger in the Wallflower plug or in the Wallflower refill, because for some reason in the body care, it just kind of like, not disintegrates, but it kind of just not vaporizes. I can't smell it is what I'm trying to say. Then we have 2 cereal milk soft serve refills. This is just for me because my sister didn't really care for the fragrance, whether that is in candle format or even in the body care format. We have Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel Cookie number 2. That one is mine as well. Let's see, what is this one? Cozy Christmas PJs. I think my sister and I both got one of these. Winter White Fur, Cozy Linen, Soft Cedarwood. So again, I'm surprised that she likes this, given that it has cedarwood. Okay, no, that is not it. Where is the other one? Ah, there we go. Cozy Christmas PJs number 2. One is going to my sister. The other one is for myself. And then the one that you briefly saw, this is definitely not mine, Spiced Apple Toddy. My sister likes apple fragrances that are like more of a red apple. Warm apple brandy, spice plum, tart cranberry, cinnamon stick. She really enjoys like ginger heavy, cinnamon heavy fragrances. So that is definitely for her. And then we have the Villains Maleficent Wallflower refill, one for my sister as well. It's so funny because I think I tried to give her a single wick in either Maleficent or Evil Queen, and she did not want to take it. But she's taking the Wallflower refill. Go figure, right? So that bag is empty. Let's go on to the other bag. So this one, I think I did find some candles, but they were not 75% off. They were $7.99. And this was at the same store, and it was raining that day. And I think it was because at the time, it was the day after the Rose Parade, which passes by Pasadena. And every single street corner they added this like enter your license plate and pay here. And I don't want to pay for that. And my sister and I are very unfamiliar with the parking structures, even though Bath and Body Works does validate parking at that location. So we were like trekking in the rain, like 4 blocks down. And I was so paranoid in the store. So I was trying to wrap this up. So maybe I could have gotten more, but oh well. We have popcorn and slushy. I really love this candle. This is my favorite, I believe, scent for 2025. This is something just very nostalgic to me. And I have a review on it. I really like it. What do you call it? Sadly, though, a lot of the popcorn and slushies at this location, I feel like someone was playing with the lids and they were mixing the lids from the Holiday Delight candle onto this one. So a lot of them smelled a little bit weird, except for the ones that I picked up. If there were other ones that they didn't have that lid switch situation, I would have picked up more. But this one, the retail price is $25.95. Fragrance notes: a movie marathon with a blue raspberry slush and a large buttered popcorn. So really like that one. I know I can probably find something equivalent in vendor wax, but I like this candle. It's a good price. Might as well get it now. Also, one that I used in right now currently, Tracy from the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel is having a kind of challenge on Instagram. Is it a challenge or is it more of like, I don't know what to be called. I would assume it's challenge. It's like each day there's a prompt and then you pick a wax melt or a candle that fits the prompt, And this is the one that I picked out for, I believe, Wolf Moon. It might have been day 2, but that is Moon Light Path. It's pronounced light or lit. I would say lit is L-I-T, but this one says light, but I really want to say moonlit. Anyways, this one, $26.95, fragrance notes: night blooming jasmine, blue violet, sheer lavender, lily of the valley, and soft musk. So I don't know why, but I was under the impression that this was an online exclusive once upon a time. I really love the night blooming jasmine in here. Well, I think I would like it more if there was no lily of the valley, but everything else is good. I don't get a super heavy emphasis on the lavender because I don't really enjoy lavender fragrances. So I'm excited to burn this one, and maybe if I don't like it, I could give it to my aunt because I found out that she really enjoys floral candles. All right, next, of course, I couldn't go home without more popcorn and slushy candles. I was really happy when I found that at the store. And what do you know, another popcorn and slushy candle. You can tell I really enjoy the fragrance. Then we have a single wick for some reason. I thought I was over buying single wicks, but I guess not. I think I purchased this one because I wanted to see how strong it was in this format, because I hear that even in the single wick, this one does perform. And that is Summer Boardwalk, and it's perfect because the summer is maybe like a month, or not a month. Oh heck no, it's January. It's coming up is what I'm trying to say. So this one, $16.95, fragrance notes: caramel glazed popcorn, ooh, popcorn theme, warm taffy apple, salty sweet cream. So this reminds me a lot of a funnel cake, because I correlate apple scents more towards the fall and stuff. But even in the summer, I'm going to see how that goes. Let's see, anything else in this bag, or is it just empty? Ooh, no. I think that's it. So I missed the receipt, but my subtotal for this bag was $43.69. State tax of $4.59. My total came out to $48.28, and my total discount was $108 with 1 penny. All right, second to last bag, we have one from a different location from the previous ones. Subtotal $31.66. State tax of $3.25. My total came out to $34.91. My total discount was $118.89. And why was it so much? Did I have a coupon? I had a $10 off of 40, but oh yeah, I used it for this purchase. So I found more car fresheners in the little tree format. I don't know how to call it, but we got 2 holidays. I think I'm going to give one to my friend because we still haven't exchanged gifts. And those were all at the $6.95 price point. There was a bunch at this store that were basically all testers, or they were ripped. So I was a little bit bummed that I couldn't find a scent that was more up my alley. But they did have cozy Christmas PJs, which I know for sure my sister liked. And you know what? Maybe I liked it because I also picked up a Wallflower refill in that. Okay, and then we also have some candles. So at this point, I think I wanted to reach the $40 in order to get the $10 off. But they, what do you call it? It has to be $40 before state tax. So I think I added an extra candle plus an additional air freshener in order to meet that minimum spend. We have cereal milk soft serve. I won't read the fragrance notes just because I feel like I've gotten this scent before. And then I got cinnamon sugar pretzel cookie because surprisingly, I have not burned that candle. I completely skipped out on the milk bar collab. And then I got one that I passed on originally during Candle Day, and it was actually cheaper now because it was a part of the $7.99 candle selection. And that is Rum Rum Reindeer. Retail price $27.95. Fragrance notes: vanilla rum, pineapple bundt cake, caramelized brown sugar. And I don't pick up a ton of the rum. I mainly just get like this kind of butterscotch type of a smell. And this packaging looks really rough, but if anything, I could just peel it off, and I don't think I'm going to gift that to anyone. And then I think this was the candle that I added last minute to meet the minimum spend, and that is another cinnamon sugar pretzel cookie. I heard that if you like pretzel scents or bread scents, that one's a good one to pick up. And then the last two items for that order, there were some room sprays. The variety was very limited, but my sister and I figured we already have a concentrated room spray in the scent. It's maybe like 2 years old and we do enjoy it. So we got two fresh balsam concentrated room sprays. The original price is $8.95, but it was 75% off. All right, so this item is one that my sister wants to use for her skincare. A lot of people complain that it's really small to use for body care, but I think for what she wants to use it for, it's perfect because obviously serums are a little bit smaller and skinnier. I tried putting like 2 fine fragrance mists in here and it basically takes up the whole entire room, which is a little bit funny, but it is this iridescent tray. It's got like a little mirror on the inside and the retail price of that was $29.95. So she got this for whatever 75% off of that is. So you can see, you can put like maybe like, I don't know, your pill bottles or something if you have the small ones or your serums and stuff. I think my sister says that her morning skincare products fit in here, but not her nighttime skincare products. I think she uses more skincare products at night and they're a little bit bulkier. But she was also eyeing the candle holders, but this was when I was trying to hustle and get back to the car and hopefully not get a ticket. So I kind of rushed her, but she did enjoy candle holders that lit up, which was the ones that had like Christmas trees and the one that was like a snowflake. She really liked that. And then last item. So the Everyday Luxuries collection dropped recently, I think at 2 of the stores near me, and I had 1 reward to use up. So I was really happy when I heard that Bath and Body Works would be duping Killian's Love Don't Be Shy because that's my sister's favorite fragrance. It's her everyday fragrance. And the store that's closest to our workplace actually got the body cream in first, but they were missing the fine fragrance mist. We tested out a few days afterwards the body cream and the fine fragrance mist, and I was really interested in which one my sister would enjoy because I feel like the scent just is slightly different and I feel like the performance is also slightly different. I definitely feel like the Everyday Luxuries, the fine fragrance mist that came out this go around, they're not as strong as the first 2 collections that came out. And dun dun dun, which one did she choose? Well, obviously Love Unleashed, but she ended up picking up the body cream, and that is because she feels like this one is a little bit sweeter and the performance is better in terms of like longevity and stuff. But whenever there's a fine fragrance mist sale, I will be picking up 1 fine fragrance mist for my sister, but she would prefer a perfume. So this one, retail price $18.95, fragrance notes sugared pink pepper, warm neroli, and whipped marshmallow. I think from some reviews that I've read, they said that this one is like sweeter than the original. I feel like my sister and I have different opinions on that. I don't know if I'll do a review, but overall, she's really happy with this and she plans to use this not on her entire body, but just by her like pulse points and like by her wrist area specifically. So yeah, that was everything that I picked up during the Bath and Body Works winter semi-annual sale. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you were able to find some items that you were on the hunt for. I'm still a little bit irked that soaps didn't go down to 75% off, but then again, I still have quite a few in my back stock inventory. Again, a bummer that 3-wick candles didn't really go down to 75% off. It seemed like they were holding at that $7.99 price point. I am happy with the Wallflower refills that I got now, especially that the Duo scent switching plug has returned after several years of that product being gone. I just wish they also included a scent control option, but that's for, I guess, later on. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.